Hey folks, it's Jim Moreno from Spirit Earth Solar, and in this video, I am going to talk about when you should consider adding a solar battery backup to your solar system. First, to be perfectly candid, while solar batteries have been coming down in cost, they are still a bit on the pricey side, so when deciding whether or not to add a battery backup, you need to think strategically both about your current needs and what you expect to face in the future. As we all know from the recent huge storms that recently hit and devastated parts of Florida and North Carolina, as well as the parts of the country that endure power outages and brownouts because of aging energy infrastructure and increased demand, as well as wildfires, the grid is becoming increasingly unstable. If you live in an area with a reliable electricity grid and rarely experience power outages, the need for a solar battery backup might be less critical. However, if your area is prone to frequent outages due to weather events, grid instability, or other factors, a solar battery can provide invaluable peace of mind and essential power during those disruptions. In areas that are frequently impacted by severe weather and wildfires, having a battery backup system can provide numerous benefits. One major benefit is the ability to maintain power during extreme weather events, such as hurricanes, floods, or wildfires. In such situations, power outages are common and can last for days or even weeks. Having a battery backup system in place can ensure that critical systems, such as medical equipment, refrigeration, and communication devices, continue to function, providing a sense of security and stability during a crisis. The process is pretty straightforward. In a grid-tied system, which most people have, solar panels can power a battery backup system via a transfer switch during a prolonged power outage. A transfer switch is necessary to seamlessly switch your home's power source from the grid to the battery backup system when a power outage occurs. The transfer switch activates when the grid goes down, and your home is then powered by a battery backup system. Depending on the size of the battery you install, the battery backup can provide your home with power during a storm. Once the storm clears, and if the power is not restored and your panels are again producing power, you can recharge your battery during the day while powering your home. Two key points to remember. First, solar panels alone cannot provide power during a blackout. You need a battery storage system to store the generated electricity for later use. Second, standard grid-tied solar systems automatically disconnect from the grid during power outages, so a battery backup system is required to maintain power. So, if you live in a region prone to natural disasters or experiencing increasing grid instability, a solar battery offers a reliable backup power source during emergencies. It can keep essential appliances running and provide comfort and safety for your family. There are some other factors that you should consider when deciding whether to install a solar battery backup system. In some parts of the country, the utility company increases its rates during times of high peak usage. This is called time of use, or TOU. If your utility company has TOU rates, electricity prices are higher during peak demand periods. A solar battery allows you to store excess solar energy generated during the day and use it during those peak hours, reducing your reliance on expensive grid power. This can lead to significant savings on your electricity bill over time, even without power outages. Another consideration concerns net metering. In some parts of the country, the utility companies are rebelling against solar and have been reducing the amount they pay solar customers for the excess power they produce. Net metering policies, which allow you to sell excess solar energy back to the grid, are changing in many areas. Some utilities are reducing the value of credits or imposing additional charges. A solar battery enables you to store and use your excess solar energy, maximizing self-consumption and reducing reliance on potentially less favorable net metering arrangements. Not surprisingly, there are a lot of options to choose from, and it can be confusing to figure out the best way to go. Here are a few that I know perform well. The Franklin WH, 13.6 kilowatt per hour. The Tesla Powerwall 2, 13.5 kilowatt per hour. Enphase IQ battery, 10.5 kilowatt per hour. The number of batteries you will need will depend on what you hope to accomplish with battery backup. If you want everything in your home to be up and running, then depending on how much power you use, you will need more than one battery. Finally, a solar battery system can increase the value of your home, making it a more attractive prospect for potential buyers. Depending on your needs and goals, a solar battery backup system can help future-proof your energy source and help defray your overall costs. Thanks, and I look forward to chatting with you sometime soon.